And well, we have some big news coming in. Special CBI court in Ranchi, Jharkhand has pronounced the verdict in the fodder scam, which dates back to the 1990s and relates to embezzling of more than 89 lakh rupees from the Deoghar district treasury. And Lalu Prasad Yadav, the RJD chief, has been convicted in the fodder scam. He has been held guilty and the quantum of sentence is expected on the 3rd of January. Lalu Prasad Yadav had previously been convicted in connection to another case under the fodder scam and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. And he has been found guilty in the second case as well. This case is in connection to the fraudulent withdrawal of close to 90 lakh rupees from the Deoghar district treasury. Well, WION's political correspondent Kartikeya Sharma now joins us over the phone line. Well, Kartikeya Sharma, Lalu Prasad Yadav clearly not as lucky as A. Raja. What does this really mean for him and for the RJD?
See, what it means for the RJD is that Lalu Prasad's political career is anyway over. It's just that his political trouble will continue to mount. Lalu is a convicted politician. Lalu Yadav has been debarred from Lok Sabha. He was disqualified from Lok Sabha. Lalu Prasad cannot contest elections. So the electoral career of Lalu Prasad is already over. Issue is whether Lalu will spend more time behind the bars or not. He has already spent some time behind the bars, and that is why Rabri Devi was foisted on Bihar as chief minister, who happens to be his wife. So Lalu, for now, what will happen is that it will create a vacuum. In the vacuum, Tejasvi, and I don't think his other son, Tej Pratap, will have the political wherewithal to fight Nitish Kumar in Bihar. So obviously the RJD will become immensely weak in his absence. And another problem for Lalu Prasad Yadav is that the case in 2013 in which he was convicted, he had appealed in the High Court. Again, the judgment on that case will come on 11th of January, which means that Lalu Yadav will spend some more time behind the bars, if not today, this year, next year. But there will be a political vacuum, and RJD will have to fall back on the old hands like Rabri Devi.
Right, Kartikeya, also you told us how RJD is largely dependent on Lalu Prasad Yadav. He's the one who calls the shots. So if he goes behind bars, he has hinted in a few interviews previously that he will try to run RJD from behind bars as well. But is that really possible, considering like the last time where the Jharkhand state was governed by JMM, which was fairly considerate towards him? This time it will be the BJP both at the centre and in Jharkhand.
I don't think so. It's possible like that for Lalu Prasad Yadav to run RJD from behind the bars. The whole it's not 1980s that the whole the prison system can be turned upside down. It can be turned into a large village ranch. It cannot happen like that. There's too much of scrutiny these days. The problem is that Lalu Prasad Yadav at the fag end of his career is extremely isolated. And even the Congress party will have difficulty in going with Lalu Prasad Yadav because the corruption is a big issue, and Modi can actually again pin down Congress on it. Congress has scraped through the Adarsh and the 2G scam, and both the convictions have not taken. The courts have acquitted the accused. So I don't think so that the Congress would be adventurous enough to be with Lalu Prasad Yadav on this issue. The only thing which will happen is that they will be supportive of Tejasvi and Tej Pratap and Rabri Devi, but I don't think that they're going to side with Lalu Prasad Yadav. It's a very sad end to a long story. Lalu Prasad Yadav, known as a person who was subverting the social order for the backward classes, himself became a dynast and turned his party into a caste-based party, and in the name of secularism spawned worst forms of corruption in Bihar. So I don't think Congress will be adventurous enough to again flirt with Lalu Prasad Yadav.
Right, and speaking of the Congress, since they were already criticized for the Mahagathbandhan, with this verdict coming out, will we see a little bit of the effect of the Adarsh as well as the 2G scam fade out for them?
I would say that in 2G and Adarsh scam, both Ashok Chavan was acquitted, Raja has been acquitted. When we talk about 2G scam, it's actually about return of Dr. Manmohan Singh. Raja got convicted, Manmohan Singh got targeted at that point of time. When Raja was being accused, Manmohan was the political target. Now Raja not standing as an accused, Manmohan Singh cannot be the target. So that way Manmohan Singh gets bolstered electorally. In second case, Ashok Chavan is a big regional face. So it's a big trouble for Devendra Fadnavis. Ashok Chavan, has the capacity to destabilize the current caste alignment in Maharashtra, which favors Bharatiya Janata Party. But in this case, it's an embarrassment for the Congress party. Neither the Congress is in power with Lalu Prasad Yadav and Nitish Yadav. Nitish and BJP are happily together. Lalu Prasad, yes, has consolidated its vote. It's a chance for the Congress party that in absence of Lalu Prasad Yadav, will the upper caste and Muslim will come to Congress. It's a chance which the Congress needs to exploit in state of Bihar. It's a chance which Rahul Gandhi will have to see a political opportunity in. So it all depends.
Right, and also, Karthikeya, for the benefit of our viewers, as far as the fodder scam is concerned, it has been a sword that has been hanging over Lalu Prasad Yadav for a while. Now, if you can just throw more light on what exactly is the fodder scam and a bit of history associated with it.
See, basically, fodder scam was when Lalu Prasad went on to become the chief minister in 1990. There was a policy in the state to provide fodder for the stray cattle. Now, every money for that scam, for the fodder was not used. So, understanding is that these people pilfered away 100, 200 crore. Though the fodder scam people say is like 1,000 crore, 3,000 crore. But I think most of them pocketed 100 to 150 crore. But then fodder scam, and this was happening directly from the state treasury. So ultimately they got caught. It's like JMM MPs getting bribed from Congress to save the Congress government in 1991. And the next thing these poor MPs did was they went to the a government bank and deposited the money. So they themselves deposited the evidence against them. So similarly, this couldn't have been, hidden for a long time. Audits had to take place. Almost all of them got caught. Some have died. Some have turned up over. But Lalu Prasad Yadav, who was once a person who symbolized equity and social justice, turned into, again, I would say, a person who did the worst form of caste politics. A lot of people from different castes felt very, very oppressed under him. So the redeemer turned oppressor. And that is the reason why Lalu does not get sympathy. Lalu might get some sympathy for Sonia Gandhi for simple reasons. No one supported Sonia Gandhi in politics. Lalu was the first person to reach out to her. So there is a political friendship there. But then I think that the durability of the friendship does not remain. It has run its course. And this is not Sonia's Congress, this is Rahul's Congress, so one will have to wait and see.
Right, Karthikeya Sharma, thank you for joining us with all that information. Well, that is the big story of the hour, where Lalu Prasad Yadav has been convicted in the second case under the fodder scam, and the quantum of sentence is expected to be announced on the 3rd of January. He has been taken into custody from inside the court.